The organization I chose to do my capstone project at is God's Love Foundation. Their mission is to help others find hope in God's love. The founder of this organization is Heather Green. She created God's Love Foundation after her husband, Keith Green, was diagnosed with a stage 4 medicinal tumor. Keith has battled cancer 4 times and continues his 5th battle. Heather and her family received great support from the community, so she created the foundation to help other people to recognize God's love in their own dark and desperate times.
When we created the foundation, the whole intent of the foundation was to help other people find hope.
God's Love Foundation is a nonprofit organization that strives to improve the lives of as many people in the community as possible by helping them recognize how God's love works in their everyday lives. They help those battling disease and financial issues with their everyday struggles. For example, they clean homes, help build ramps for the disabled at their homes, help homeless families find a place to go, along with many other services for people struggling on their own.
The Bible talks about putting out the seeds. God takes care of the rest. We're putting out that message of hope through Jesus Christ.
The theme of Catholic social teaching that closely relates to my organization is preferential option for the poor and vulnerable, because they are putting the poor and vulnerable in the community first and aiding them through their storm. I watch them help a homeless family pay for their stay in a hotel and assist families struggling to get by due to a member with a physical ailment. They also bring the churches together with the common goal of helping the needy in the community. The foundation says that they will never pass by someone in need.
Everybody wants to help, not everybody knows how to help. And it's the people that just step forward and just do it, whatever that may mean, really making it happen.
Next is the scriptural foundations of this service. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." Deuteronomy 15, verse 4 through 5 says, "If anyone has material possessions and sees a brother or sister in need, but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." Matthew 5:16 says, "In the same way, let your light shine before others, that may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." The quotes directly relate to the work of God's Love Foundation and preferential option for the poor and vulnerable, because they are about how carrying each other's burdens and helping those in need will show you and others God's love. The saint I chose that is closely related to my organization is St. Jude, because he is the patron saint of desperate causes and urges people to have hope and persevere through their hard times. This is like how God's Love Foundation's goal is to spread hope to the people going through harsh and desperate times. St. Jude was born in a town in Galilee in 1st century BCE. He later became one of the 12 apostles of Christ. He was known for preaching the gospel in particularly difficult circumstances and made profound differences in people's lives through the Word of God. St. Jude died in 1st century CE in Persia and was canonized during the pre-congregation time. Now I will get into my proposal for God's Love Foundation. The first part of my proposal is Grief Share for teens and kids. I assisted during many grief share sessions during my time in God's Love Foundation and noticed a disconnect between the teens and adults. Many of the adults would also say they could not get their kids or grandkids who had suffered the same losses to attend the meetings. A grief share program for just kids and teens would be greatly beneficial to this program because it would create an environment where kids and teens could connect with one another and share in their losses. Kids would be more likely to come if they knew people their own age were doing it as well.
Brought up the idea of grief share for teens and kids, and what they've seen is a rising growth in teen suicides and whatnot, and there's a huge need for that here in our community and beyond. They've seen the statistics and everything, and there's just a huge need for it. And kids that have lost parents at a young age too, they've seen a lot of that. So
this leads into the next part of my proposal, a GLF Junior Board. The last stage of Grief Share is getting involved and back out into the community. Kids who go through the Grief Share process would be given the opportunity to be on the junior board. They would be doing service through the organization and having meetings to talk about their ideas for GLF. They would stay connected to the people they have met and have a purpose in their lives and something to keep them active, involved, and growing in their faith. How do you think having kids and teens involved would benefit the organization?
As soon as they go out and they do it, and they see the people and the work that we've done and the people that they've impacted, all of a sudden they're all smiles and they're connected. And I've had comments when we finished some of those jobs that that was awesome, that was great, I wish we could do more. And that's really one of the, I think the benefits of this is getting that growing base of people who want to go out and share God's love and illustrate God's love and share that with other people and get that to grow. And the younger the groups that we can get involved in that, I think is a huge long-term benefit for all of us.